Good morning, friends. I'm Marybeth with Melco.
And I'm Sue with Melco, and we both work in the sales, and we're both sales team members.
So today we're going to demonstrate how to print on white children's denim jackets.
So we're going to print on the back of this jacket. So you can see the size is small. It's a small print size. So we're going to talk about that with the riser.
We're going to incorporate the hoodie riser. We got this from Tuck Lock. We do have these on Shop Melco. We've got some tips from other people. If you don't want to purchase this, you can also use
And I have it up on the screen, Shop Melco, so you can see.
Masonite or foam core if you have somebody to cut the sizes out for you. But we're going to use these from Tuck Lock today. And we are going.
Did you say the size of this, by the way?
This is the 6.5 by 8
But they come in 4 different sizes.
hoodie
just so
riser.
You know.
Yep, 4 different sizes of these. These are for the risers help isolate small print areas, avoiding seams and height and sensor error.
Because, see, we have these seams on here. So we're going to use the riser so the seams will drop. So we'll show you that in just a minute.
So we can go over to the,
Yep.
and we are we use the grid. This is for the 14 by 16 platen, but it really will work with the other platens as well. You just need to move it over for the size you're using. This is great for left chest placement, and we're going to show you how we use this in a minute after we hoop after we thread the jacket.
And you can get this on Shop Melco as well, or just
Yep.
contact your salesperson, but you can buy it on Shop Melco as well. All right, so let's get started. So we have another riser with the double stick tape.
We put it on the back, and we did draw a line so we knew where the center point was on the riser.
And this is the 14 by 16 tuck lock that we're using. So we're just going to place the jacket on here and show. So we kind of predetermined the placement, but we're going to show you how we got it. So we're just putting this in the middle of this area that we want to print on. And then we're going to tuck this jacket in when you get it right pretty centered. And then that's what the tuck lock is.
So the difference between the tuck lock and the Epson platen is they have these rubber gaskets on the sides, and you just tuck your garment or fabric into the platen.
And then to help, because see, this is kind of just hanging out down here, it's loose. So we're just using painter's tape to tape this down so we don't get any platen height errors.
So rule of thumb, when we're using a riser, you want to take your platen height all the way down, which would be 8, and then raise it up 1 or 2 notches. Hit your platen to see if you get a platen height error, and that's where you're going to get where you're going to see whether or not it'll print or not.
Yeah, once you get the platen height error, then you'll know you need to drop it down. So we're all the way down on the platen height.
And I'm just
so that's
gonna
where we
go
want
up.
to start.
I'm going to go up 1. Let's do 2 clicks, Sue.
Okay, let's go up
and
2.
then I can back down from that if that
Yeah.
doesn't work. So I went 2 clicks, which will be 7. You want to hit the.
And did you show the transparency?
Oh,
shoot,
we
before we
need
do
to
that,
show
I just
that too.
realized that.
Yes.
So on our design, I'll show you before we push it in. I'll show you on Garment Creator. But so what we did was the size of the design is a little over 6 inches, so we know that I'll fit in that area. And then we just count down where you want that to be. So we're about 2.5 inches down because these are 1 inch squares. So when we go 2.5 down, we can determine where we want that on here.
Okay.
Okay. So now over on the computer on Garment Creator, we're just using Garment Creator. We're just going to put this at the same placement because these are 1 inch squares on here as well. So we're putting that at the same placement. That's a really nice thing about the grid, transparency grid, is it's really helpful for placements. So I've already sent it over to the printer, and then we're going to push it in just to see.
So we're going to do a platen.
We're not going to
height.
print yet.
So I'm just pushing the platen to send the platen in to see if we get an error or not. And we didn't.
So if we did though, we would come back out and then we would lower it one.
Right.
So that's the whole thing about the riser is it's keeping these seams from causing a platen height error.
So now
Okay.
we're ready to print, Sue.
So now we're going to print, okay? And we're just printing you'll see in a minute here. We didn't need to pre-treat this because it's white. So we're just using a light colored garment. And so we've got it set up on our garment creator for all the settings.
And we picked a pastel children's design for this particular application.
Yep, and it's printing. It only takes a minute to print it. It looks really pretty on here. And then we've got the heat press all ready to go.
We have it set at 320, and because there's not a white ink base, we're just going to cure it for 45 seconds.
Nate, I forgot to mention that Nate was running the camera. Is there any questions? Okay, good. So it's real quick.
There was a question earlier today, and you'll have to repeat it. I don't know the answer, so I don't know if I'm setting you up to just like hate me. Is there a shoe platen? Is that a thing?
Is there? Oh, there's a. What is that one?
You gotta repeat me. I'm not
Is it?
There is a cap platen,
Yeah, but I don't know about a specific
shoe platen.
I don't know. You'd have to check on Shop Melco. Maybe we should do a Facebook Live on shoes if there is.
If there
I know
is.
that people have printed on shoes. I just don't know
Yes.
if there's a specific
Right.
platen for shoes.
Right.
Josh has done a lot of printing on shoes.
Yeah. And if you're doing embroidery, you can definitely do your shoes using the Melco Fast Clamp.
Okay,
So this turned out great.
Yeah, it sure
Super
did.
cute.
So all we're going to do is take it off here, and then we'll bring it over to the. And I don't know if you can see this.
And we use the
You're good.
parchment
here. We have light pressure again
for 45
for
seconds.
45 seconds. Really no need to cure this because we don't have that extra layer of white underneath.
Yeah,
We
so-
can just go right to press.
And again, we're printing on denim, so we've printed on a lot of different denims garments, and most of the time it comes out really good, even
So I'll
darker
just show
denim.
this. So you can see we just adhered this with the two-sided tape. Put this on here. And the jacket is done. So cute. Let's tell them how much ink we used on this, Sue.
Okay, so I'll just go up to the print settings, and then we put it on a level 4.
Now we're
And
going to
then-
go to
oh, okay.
job.
Oh yeah, that's
And we just want to see how much ink we use. This is going to be pennies. Yep. Estimate job. And
can you see? Let's see. Oh wait, I had.
sorry, I put her on the spot.
You sure did.
This is like 28 cents of ink.
Yeah.
Not much at all. Not much at all. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know if there's any questions, but printing on denim, go for it.